Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
Ah, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Hiya! Ouchie, mummy.
Holy hell.
Here we are, folks. We got our pants off. If you're watching on YouTube via the Patreon, don't tell anybody.
That's true. You should get on that vid, folks. Everybody's talking about it.
Get on the Patreon. The Patreon is growing like a cancer in a child's asshole.
Yeah, asshole cancer. The worst kind.
Is that right?
Is that colon?
Colon, yeah. Well, I think there's actually ass cancer, I think. Anal cancer.
That's different than colon.
Yeah, it's in the anal. There's the colon, which is like the neighbor of the anus. The colon does all the chugging and chooching, turn it into a big poo pie.
Uh-huh.
And then the colon, I think, like kind of pushes it into the asshole.
Oh.
And then the asshole, well, you know what the asshole does.
So the asshole's the semicolon.
Hey, I love that.
Right, we're having fun.
I really like that one.
It seems weird that there's colon and semicolon. Because you don't have a colon in punctuation.
There's a colon.
Is there? Oh,
Yeah,
colons
of
are two
course.
dots.
Colon, yeah, of course there's a
yeah.
colon. There's a colon Powell. There's
Colon
a lot
Quinn?
there's a lot of colons.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a colon, there's a semicolon, but you'd think a semicolon is like part of a colon. It's like a different thing.
Yes.
I'm picking my nose. Sorry.
No one
Not
uses-
picking, itching.
Itching. No one uses a semicolon. Have you noticed that? It's. I don't feel like it's utilized.
Occasionally, before you list things.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think if you're like, my favorite movies are, and then you do a semicolon and write, Goodfellas, 27 Dresses, and The Godfather.
Yes, and
The big three.
Mamma Mia, and what was that other one that everybody did for a minute? The Sisterhood of the Traveling Anal?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that is. I never saw that.
Something about pants, I think.
I saw The Lighthouse. That's a hell of a picture.
Wait a minute. Is that Keanu?
That's Willem Dafoe and this other guy, Robert Pattinson,
Oh,
who I've
he's
never really
hot.
seen. He's hot and he's good.
Is he good?
Very good. He's one of these guys. I guess he did Harry Potter, which I never saw.
He's one of those vampire queefs.
Yes, he was a vampire queef and a Potter queer.
He was a Potter queer.
Really caught myself there. And so he did those movies, and I think he got a little like, hey, what am I doing? I'm an artist. I'm
Right.
British. I'm gay. I better do something. So he started making all these auteur films.
We call that a McConaughey in the business.
Yes, similar to that, and
Kinda
or Heath Ledger.
He's
Similar to
dead.
Heath Ledger. He did a thing like that where he was
Yeah.
in 10 Things I Hate About You, and he's like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, now he went too far with that auteur.
Now he's in 6 Feet Under.
Good show.
Is it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's dark.
I never watched anything.
Oh,
well, so is
heavy.
his view.
You would like it, I think.
But I started watching, so I got into this I watched The Lighthouse. Robert Pattinson's like tremendous in this movie. I didn't know who he was. I was like, who is this guy?
Oh, yeah, he's a hunk.
He's terrific. So I looked up some of his movies. Then there's a movie by the Alfie brothers or something like that.
Alfie, eh?
Something like Alfie. They got the new movie with Adam Sandler called Uncut Gems that looks real dramatic.
Oh, yeah, where he goes full Jude Turturro.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing. I never heard of these guys. It's like the new movie from the Jew Bros.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm a film guy. I'm a lover of the arts.
You're a buff?
I go. They're like the new film, but they're like headlining the. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
advertising it as though it's like a Scorsese. So I'm like, I never even heard of these guys. So Sarah and I had the thought, maybe you just do that. Even if you've never had a big hit, you just go, the new film from Mark Norman.
Right.
Just make it seem like, because I was like, these guys must be something.
And then you don't want to seem like a chooch, so you end up Googling.
Exactly. I don't want to admit that I never heard of these guys.
Of
So now
course.
I'm watching their movie called Good Time with Robert Pattinson.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
it's about
Good
him and
Time.
his retarded brother. They rob a bank and
What?
hijinks ensues.
That's a big risk for robbing a bank with a Downsy.
Well, you're telling him it doesn't work out so great.
Well, don't spoil
Well, that's the opening. That's the plot.
Okay.
He's got a retard and he doesn't go great.
Well,
I shouldn't be saying retard. I'm sorry. I got to mature up a little
What
bit
are you
here.
talking about?
I'm saying
we're on a
retard.
couch doing a pod.
He's, mentally retarded.
Thank you. Good to have you back.
I do feel bad sometimes. Someone's going to hear this and think we're bad people.
Well, here's the thing about retards that I never got.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to say the R word.
Mm-hmm.
So why aren't retards using it like the N word? They should just take it and use it against use it as like a term of endearment.
Well, perhaps they are. I mean, I don't know you that well. I'm not with you all the time, but I'm not hanging out with retard. They might be slinging it around.
I hope so. Retard, please. And what's up, my retard?
They might be doing that.
I
don't
hope
know.
if you're retarded and you're listeing, you should be using retard as a term of endear, and only you.
Well, Louis,
only I can say it.
Oh, we're going down.
Oh, cancel it up.
Well, Louis's got a great. I'm switching right to Louis, but Louis has a great bit about the word and the usage. But I don't want to give it away here because he's on tour, as you may have gotten the email.
Give it away now.
Never cared for the Chili Peppers that much.
Come on.
I like Soul to Squeeze and a couple
City of
others.
Angels.
Is that a tune? I don't even know.
City of
Oh, that one's Lonely as I. That's Under the Bridge.
Thank you.
Yeah. I never was into that one. I didn't like the video where he's running in slow-mo.
I don't like it
come
slow-mo.
on.
What about Aeroplane?
That one was fun. I liked One Hot Minute. I like that album the best, and they they apologized for it. Like, we made a shitty album. We're sorry, and I was like, I thought it was great.
Huh?
I'm not saying I don't hate them. I'm not a Chili Peppers hater.
Okay.
I wasn't huge into
Flea
him.
seems fun.
Yeah, he's in Back to the Future. That's fun.
That's right.
Well, part 2 and
I
3.
think he's in a Coen Brothers as well.
Is that right?
He's in something. Alexa, is Flea in a Coen Brothers movie? This can't go well.
Maybe you're thinking of the Alfie brothers.
All right, well, she's out to lunch.
Yeah. But anyways, I forget what we started talking about.
Oh.
I think I just went into the lighthouse.
Ass cancer.
Oh, yeah. That's a bad cancer.
Colon.
There's some that aren't so bad. Skin is okay, I think. I know breast is real bad.
My mom had eye cancer and got rid of it.
The eye?
Now the cancer.
Wow.
Both eyes still there.
Damn, that's scary. Eye cancer.
Wait a minute. Ass cancer could be called brown eye cancer.
Brown eye cancer. Wait, brown eye cancer?
Well, because you call your
because
asshole
eye
the brown
cancer.
eye.
I see it as
there
eye
you go.
cancer. You don't hear about eye cancer, but she's a very lucky gal.
I know.
That's a rare one.
Yeah, I watched them take it out, and they threw it in the garbage, and that was it.
Wow. Do they step on it to really make sure it's gone?
Yeah.
They burn it?
It's like a cigarette. They really snuffed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And she's in a couple snuff films, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah. She likes a lot of cocks right on her face.
Snuffleupagus. Can I do this early on?
Yeah,
Because I
hit
don't
me.
want to forget, because I forgot last week and the week before, and I don't want to forget. This Sunday, November 10th, is the apartment show, PS 109, Upper East Side. I've done it a bunch, and you're invited to come on. I can't remember. You said you're a maybe.
I'm pending.
All right. Well, it's a hell of a show. We got, listen to this lineup. Dan Soder
Ooh.
of HBO fame, Adrian Appalucci of Netflix flames,
You got that right.
Sam Morrill of Instagram fame,
Yep.
and Jason Cantor,
Oh,
you know who's the sexy medical guy you hang out with from Rhode Island.
Doug Key?
Doug Key is hosting the show.
Oh, he's
what
cute.
a body.
Hunk.
And I'm coming in with questions. He's one of these physical therapists.
Oh, yeah, he's fucked.
I come right in there. I'm going to ask him foot questions, eye cancer, anal, the whole thing.
Yeah,
So
come all over him.
it's going to be a great show. It's this Sunday, and we've sold a lot of tickets, but not close to all of them. Sold about
Okay.
half the tickets.
That's
so,
pretty good.
But that's a killer lineup. The show is always amazing, and you never know. There might be some surprises there.
Ooh, we should get a certain somebody to pop in.
Yeah, he doesn't pop anymore. He can't pop.
No pop?
They get upset if he pops, so he stopped popping.
Even up there? I feel like he could pop up there.
No, he doesn't pop anywhere.
All right, well, pop quiz, hotshot.
No pop. Great film.
They call it a soda pop in the Midwest.
Oh, yeah.
Very strange.
Yeah, soda pop. I heard that. I've called soda pop for 25 years.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if is that not a common thing, soda pop?
I think people get it.
Okay.
You're fine.
Because it'd be weird if I was just saying that and people were like, I don't know what that's all about.
No, that's
I
around.
thought it was like a dead dad joke.
He's a character on The Outsiders, isn't he? Soda pop?
We talked about that recently. I tried watching that movie again and I was like, Not great.
Very strange film. It's
Yeah.
eerie and dark, and the Soch and the Greasers, they obviously want to fuck. It's dark and rainy.
I don't know
Put a shirt on, Swayze.
I don't know what's going on over there.
He got ass cancer.
Oh, that's right.
Yes!
What a sad guy to die. He was
I
cool
know.
and fun, and he was romantic and sexy.
Yeah, Dirty Dance, Roadhouse,
Point Break.
Ghost.
Love Point Break.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Utah.
Yeah. That movie's got every cop cliche in the business.
Yeah, there's a lot of cheese on there. You know who directed that?
The Alfies?
No, that dame, Catherine Bigelow.
What?
Yeah, and no one made a thing about it back then.
Yeah.
Like, no one even knew.
That's a good point.
Maybe they were keeping it quiet, or it didn't matter. They were just like, here's a killer movie.
Is she a lesbo? Because that is a dude movie.
I don't know if she's a
Good
lesbo.
for her, because she really tapped into the nutsack on that one. That is
Yeah.
a manly film.
She's terrific, but it's interesting that no one was like, there's a woman movie.
Right.
Back then, everyone was just like, oh, this movie's great.
I agree. I think we shove it down our assholes so much that now I'm more, what's the word? Close-minded.
Ah.
You know, because it used to just be like, oh, Penelope Spears directed this? Great, all right. And now I'm like, hey, look, everybody, a lady, huh? And now I sound like a fucking guy from the 50s.
I've always said that. I thought that when, like, Tony Dungy, the Colts won a Super Bowl, and they're like, the first black coach ever. I'm like, isn't that
Weird?
negative? Shouldn't we just be like, this guy won the Super Bowl?
Exactly. Which one is
Tony
it?
Dungy is the Super Bowl coach. He
I'm
won the
with ya.
Super Bowl.
Here,
I get
here.
it. Like, someone could probably explain it, and I'd be like, that makes sense. But they still do. Like, I was watching 2020 30 years ago. 30 years ago.
30.
And they were like the first female F-15 pilot, which it is of note. But I guess I see why they're like, check it out. But partly you just be like, yeah, she's a pilot, he's a pilot,
Yeah,
we're all
yeah.
pilots.
Well, I mean, which one is it? Because it's kind of like when you bring up when you bring up a girl on stage, you go, this next comic, she's a funny lady, you're going to love her, blah, blah, blah. And then they get mad at you. And then they have a thing where they go, we got a lot of funny ladies on this show. This is an all-women show. You're like,
Right.
well, shouldn't it just be comics there, too?
Yeah,
Why
I
is it
don't-
a funny lady here, but then that's bad, but then a funny lady there is good?
It's very tricky. I do think
tricky.
but I'm also just a fucking idiot, and I'm a white guy, straight. So who do I know? But I just think
Wow,
like
that's debatable.
just having it be like, yeah, we got, she's great, he's
Yeah.
great, and
I mean, do you remember as a kid,
We're
you
all
watched,
great.
I remember watching Ellen. I wasn't like, look at this funny dyke. Holy shit.
know.
You know, I was just like, oh, I like this comic.
right.
Kooky times.
I was watching Seinfeld last night. That Marjorie Gross and Carol Leifer, they wrote one of the best episodes. I never knew. I just was just like looked at the writing.
Also died
I'm
of
like,
cancer.
how about that? Leifer?
Gross.
Ah, yucky.
Anal.
Uh,
What
anyways,
what do you
we
got?
don't know shit about anything. Obviously,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
idiots,
yeah.
and we should kill ourselves.
Queef. Same.
Well, I don't have a lot, but what I have, I got a lot of. Or no, wait, what is that?
Ooh, That sounded like a Springsteen lyric.
It's something, I think.
I don't have a lot, but what I got a lot of.
I may not have much, but what I got is good. It's something like that.
All right.
It's something.
I'll take that. Sounds like you're doing a rough draft of a Bob Seger song.
Well, let me say this. Nice.
All right.
Nice tease. Let me say this. We always talk, and people get upset about the travel sometimes, which is weird.
Some people hate, some people like. It's like the Jews.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so there's more travel than there are Jews. It's hard to measure that.
6% of the country.
6%?
Yeah.
Wow.
Seems low, right?
That actually seems high from what I thought.
6%. I mean, they're running everything. That's why they're so impressive. They got the media, they got the real estate, they got the lawyer, they got the banks, they got the jewelry,
The weather.
the weather.
They can really do it. But, so we talked all these negative travel stories. I was
Yeah.
late. The flight was dumb. The plane crashed. The pilot fucked me in the ass.
Sure, cancer.
Yesterday, today's Monday, as we record. And yesterday, I came back. I had a one-nighter in Rockford, Illinois.
Where does that sound? That's in a movie.
Rockford Peaches.
That's it.
A League of Their Own.
Wow. I
Yep.
was worried to bring it up, and then you fucking nailed it right up the taint.
Well, it's a hell of a picture.
Hell of a don't get the clap.
Love it. Avoid the clap. Jimmy Dugan. That's good advice.
There's so many jokes. I saw that movie 800 times as a kid, and my dad had to go. That you missed that one because he was a grown up, and he'd be like, "What do you recommend?" A lot of night games. And I didn't get it because she's so hideous.
Right. That Lovitz when he first responds to her face. Yee. It's amazing. And that guy should have won an Oscar.
Oh yeah. just for acting not gay all the time too.
What's he doing nowadays?
He's doing the road.
tremendous. Really?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
sad state of affairs out there with the Lovitz.
Same initials.
Hey, got a couple of those.
Yeah. Jim Laletta, Jay Leno. There's more.
Yeah.
Jamie Lissow.
Okay.
Fuck me. There's other
John
ones.
Lee Hooker.
Oh,
Okay.
John Leguizamo.
Thank you.
Don't love him.
No, he's a pest.
Jamie Lee.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee.
There
I was
you
going to say
go.
Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee. We might be running low now.
Jim. John.
John Lincoln was a comedian in
Ah.
Boston. Anyways, so I had to do this one-nighter in Rockford, Illinois. Now, you never know how those are going to go. They're always nerve-wracking. It's a
Oh,
private gig. I thought it was like corporate. It wasn't corporate. It was a group that they get together. It's a food pantry.
Pantry.
Is that right? No.
Pantry's a cupboard.
What do you call it? A food
Bank?
bank, maybe?
Maybe a bank.
It might have been a bank.
Do you have to stand? No, I was gonna make a bad joke and I cut myself.
Vault.
I don't think it's a vault because you want to get in the food bank.
Harvest, something harvest. Bank.
Harvest
It was like
Moon.
they get money, they get food together. A food bank,
Fundraise.
food pantry, fundraiser,
Food-
bank.
Food fight.
Well, whatever it was, they're good people. So I go and I emailed my manager agent. I was like, you got to give me all the info. These private gigs when you're going by yourself, I'm like, the more info, the better.
Yes.
Tell me everything. What is it like? What's it for? Who's he boo? And it's a lot of money. So that's when it's really stressful. They're giving me a nice chunk of change.
Now,
So
do they seek you out or they just go give us a comic?
I think they seeked. I think the
Oh,
lady,
good.
they were Sikhs.
Love
The-
to be a Sikh or
Seek
a Muslim.
Seek and destroy. The lady, she was a big fan, the person running the thing. So I get all the info. It's in Rockford, Illinois, which is a cunt to get to. You can't just
Oh,
fly
yeah.
from LaGuardia to Rockford.
Brutal.
So I was like, I'll fly to Chicago, Rockford, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois.
Mm.
I'm going to fly there, but it's like 2.5 hours from Chicago. So I was like, let me check Milwaukee.
Mm.
Milwaukee, a little bit cheaper and a shorter drive. It's like an hour and a half.
Hey, win-win.
So I go, I'm going to Milwaukee. I just was in Milwaukee 3 weeks ago. So I'm like, I'll fly there. I know exactly where the rental car place is. I'm going to Milwaukee, baby. Got the flight all booked. I'm nervous about the show. Now, days are passing. I'm getting more and more of anxiety. It's just lingering. Because I'm like, I'm alone. I hate these fundraisers. What if I eat it? I stink. So I go, why don't I see if Old Meat's available?
Big meat.
Mike Cronin, my pal, actually, Sarah's idea. I was like, I wish I had an opener. I was like, who can I get? She's like, what about meat? He's in Chicago. I was like, fucking,
Yes.
that's a good wife. I ate her out right on the spot.
Cronin's disease.
So I go email my agent. I go, could I bring an opener? They go, well, he has to be approved by the panel, the food panel.
Hate approve.
The FDA had to approve him.
Pantry panel.
I wasn't proud of that one.
Ah.
So I go, all right. I go, so I
Sorry.
say meet. Now it's a weird thing because they have to be like, are you available Saturday? Which is unlikely. He's a working comic, but he is. He's like, my schedule's as open as my asshole is when you're around. That's a quote. So that's his quote, I mean. So I go, great. Hold the phone. Can you get me a tape? So now I'm this asshole. It's like, I need a tape for you to do some shitty gig.
Yeah,
And now there's the weird thing where I'm like, I might get back to you with, they said no.
that's a good point.
So now he just randomly has a stress of like, he's auditioning
right.
for this weird show.
But it's a I mean, if he didn't get it, he didn't have a gig anyway. I feel like it's not the end of the world. It's a little ego cunt, but that's about it.
Yeah, not the end of the world, but still weird to be like, all right, I guess I can. And you know,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a comic living in Chicago. He needs the money.
Sure.
So I go, all right, I'll get back to you. So I send it to my agent. A day passes. They
Mm.
go, all right, he's good to go. So I go, great, you're in. So I text him. I say, hey, I'll give you a few $100 and meet me down there. Now I'm mad
Meet.
because he lives in Chicago. I could have flown to Chicago and drove with him.
Ah.
We could have had a 6-hour hang. I could have saved the money on the rental car. I could have just
Right.
given him gas money.
Yep.
But whatever. So I'm like, I'll get some alone time. I fly to Milwaukee, get the car, drive down, easy ride, nice meal, watch a lot of football, meet up with him. He brings his girlfriend, Lindsay, who's a comic as well. Lindsay Rendell? I don't know how you say her name.
Big Lynn's.
Yeah, but she's a comic.
Lynn's Crafters.
Funny gal. I think. I don't know if I've ever seen her, but
Comic.
yeah, she's a
Oh,
comic.
I see.
Well, she's hilarious off stage. I assume she's funny on stage. If he's dating her, she must be funny.
You hope so.
Send a tape, Lindsay.
We're gonna
But
prove it.
so they come. They meet me. I get to the show a little bit early, and it kind of felt good. I was so anxious. Then I get there. It's an Elks Lodge.
Oh.
Now, I grew up on the Elks Lodge, and
Yes.
part of me is like, all right, this is like what I want to do. I miss those gigs.
Salt of the earth.
Those Firehouse, VFW, Elks Lodge, that's all I did from 2000 to 2008 or so.
I love the chafing dishes, the kegs of beer, the old fat honkies.
I know the lighting's weird. The stage is like a
Yes.
table. The speakers are just next to you. The
Yes.
mic sucks.
Right.
But they're hot. They're fun.
They're fun.
So I go, all right, this will be good. I walk in, I meet the lady Ashley. She couldn't be sweeter. She's like, listen, I'm a big fan. She's like, that's why I like you.
Hey.
And I go, well, it's PG-13, so tell me whatever, what can I do? I mean, Forrest Gump is PG-13. I'm like, can I talk about AIDS and
Yeah.
shoot my friend in the leg?
Or jizz in your pajamas.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
So,
He said something there.
yeah, he said, I ruined your roommate's nightgown or something like that. Bathrobe.
Oh, is that
And then
what it
she's
was?
awake the whole time. It cuts to her like, oh, jeez.
Oh, that's fun.
And then he's on the field.
I ruined your comedy party.
But anyway, so she's like, well, you could do this, but they're religious and they're old. She's like, I love it all. So I'm like, all right, I'll play it by ear.
Mm.
And I'm like, can I talk about sex? Like, it's married sex. It's not like I'm like fucking some fat chick on a Wednesday or whatever.
Sure, the old fat chick win. FCW.
So I go, I'll feel it out. And then I had this moment of like, what am I doing? I know how to work. I know what I'm doing. Why am I at?
Yes.
This is the story of my life.
Oh, yeah.
I'm aware. I don't need to. I just got to stop Googling and asking people
Yes.
everything. I know how to do a show.
Here.
So then Meat shows up. Lindsay shows up. We have a great hang in the back. We're laughing. We're yucking. I'm so bummed I missed out on the car ride.
You have a meet and greet.
Yeah, great time. And the show, Meat goes up there. I'm like, you're going to eat shit. I mean, they're old as fuck, but he does a great job. He's a real pro. I mean, great comic.
All right, meet.
He kills, brings me, I don't want to say we killed, but we did good.
I saw a video of you. You were shucking and jiving up there.
Well, that was a bit I did where I was like,
Ah.
because the table with my water was like way over there. So then I had to keep walking over, and I was like, maybe I should be like Chris Rock. And I started walking, like, do the rock thing.
That's pretty comfortable, though, because you're in the middle of your act going, I have enough time and trust with the audience to dick around like this.
Yeah, it ended up being pretty good, pretty fun, and you could see the smiles. A lot of people it was like one of those ones you see like the walkers with the tennis balls on them and stuff. It was tough sledding, and there's a little kid. There was like a 4-year-old kid who got sad. He started crying in the middle of my bit. He was like, ah, and I was like, oh, geez, he hates whatever I said. I don't know. But we did the show. Then listen to this big fuck up.
Oh boy, here we go, folks.
Earlier, he's like, let's go get some food after. And I had this whole thing. I'm such a cunt. I'm like a 6%er over here. I'm like, I can't eat after 9:30. And I'm like, you know what? I ate. So I already ate. So it was great to see you guys. You guys are the best. Let's work together soon.
You don't have to eat.
Big hug. I get in the car. I drive 1 minute. I almost started crying. I'm like, what am I doing? It's like 9:30.
Yeah.
I'm in Rockwell. I don't drink. I don't fuck around. One of my best buds is like, all right, I'll see you later. He's in the car with his dame. They're probably like, this guy's a psycho. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, you probably came off cunty.
And well, in my mind, I'm like, they got to drive all the way back to Chicago. It's only 2 hours. If they left at that moment, they'd be home at midnight.
Sure.
And I was like, they got to go. And so now I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I not hanging out?
Yeah, it's a good lesson for meat. If I might change the tables a little.
Change the
Turn
table.
the tables, turn back time.
Whatever you want to do to the table.
Turntables.
Set the table.
Thank you. Well, now I'm going to change
No, I
change
set the
shoes.
table. Maybe you're taking the tablecloth off and putting the dessert table off.
All right.
I don't know.
Either way, I've been in Meat's position with the headliner where you go, I guess this guy doesn't like me.
Right.
But then sometimes you got to realize, no, people are just weird. People just do shit. It's not always about them hating you.
Right.
So that's all I was saying.
No, I hate myself. And I'm like,
There
I
you
assume
go.
they don't want to see me. So then I leave, and I thought about calling and be like, I'm coming back. Turn around. Let's meet up. But then they're already driving.
The turnaround.
And
Turn
then
the
I
table.
think, the way I think, they're probably like, what a relief. We didn't have to hang out with him. That's good.
That's what I would think.
So that's what I'm worried about. So then, as I'm driving, this is dangerous. I'm like, I got to go to the movies or something. So I look up Fandango. The Lighthouse is playing at 10:15. It's like 9:52. It's across the street from my hotel. 10-minute drive.
There you go.
I drive over there. I get there 5 minutes before the movie starts. Sit there by myself. Watch the film. Fine film. Very enjoyable. Although I always get intimidated. I'm like, do I know what's going on right now or not?
What?
You always feel stupid. I always feel like I'm like, do I get this or do I not get it?
But I don't know. I feel like you're a smart fatty.
I feel smart, but I hate myself sometimes. I got a lot of self-doubt. I'm really working on it.
Interesting.
Anyways, I didn't even want to tell all that story. I just wanted to say about travel. Yesterday, I go back to the airport. I woke up early, had breakfast at the hotel, drive to the airport, drop off the car, get in the plane. I got first class. I keep getting upgraded, which is beautiful.
Nice.
I had first class, and there was nobody next to me.
Ooh.
Empty seat plus first class. We landed 35 minutes early.
Oh, I love that.
The pilot comes on. He's like, well, we've had a historic flight. We just flew to LaGuardia Airport early. I come out, and there's a cab just waiting right there.
I love a cab
I was
waiting.
home. It was the most easy, perfect, beautiful travel I've ever had in my whole life. Got a huge check. I felt like I did a good job. Got to see meet. Best day ever. Today I've been depressed all day for no reason. I don't know why.
Interesting. Well, you had some high. Now you got to have a low. It all evens out,
Yes,
fat man.
both sides of the same coin.
Coin.
I got some mental problems.
Turn the tables.
Anyways, that was a lot longer than I expected. I got another story for later.
All right. I got some stuff.
I got a big thing for later. So you go.
2 turntables and a microphone. You ready for this? This is some travel nonsense right here.
Please.
Sorry, folks. If you hate the travel, go kill yourself, because this ain't for you.
We are not promoting suicide.
No, just you. Wait, hold on. Just stab yourself. Become a cutter.
Yeah. Just take
All
some
right.
pills.
Yeah. All right. So, standard weekend, Thursday. This is how Spokane and Tacoma. You done this run?
Yes.
Basically, usually a normal weekend for a comedian. You leave Thursday. You get to Chicago, Denver, Austin, Florida, whatever the hell. You do a show Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, come home on Sunday.
Right.
This is fly to Tacoma on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Do a show Thursday. Do 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, and then Sunday you fly to Spokane, which is a
Oh.
40-minute flight. Do a gig in Spokane, then fly home on Monday.
Oh, when I did it, I did Thursday, Friday, Spokane. I mean, no, excuse me. Tacoma. Then I drove with Derek because I got a buddy out there and did Spokane Saturday. I didn't do the Sunday business.
Oh, that sounds way better.
Yeah, Sunday's tough.
I should have done that because I just got in, folks. I'm all wacky. So either way, you fly out Thursday. Now, Seattle or whatever that is,
SeaTac. That's the name of the town, which is weird.
Is it?
You think it's short for Seattle Tacoma?
Yeah.
But the town is called SeaTac,
Ah,
which might be short for Seattle Tacoma also. But that is the name of the town.
I did not know that.
People live in SeaTac, Washington.
How about that?
Kooky.
All right, so it's a 6-hour cunt. It's a bitch of a haul.
Yeah.
So you go, all right, I'll get out. I got a fucking 8 a.m. flight, which means you got to be at the airport for 7, which means you got to leave at 6, which means you got to get up at 5:30. So I tell the lady, she's like, hey, I got to wake up early tomorrow for some reason for work, for some meeting. And I go, well, wake me up, And she
Before
goes,
you go.
Yes. So she goes, all right, great. I wake up, look over. There's a big, dip in the bed, nothing there. Maybe a vibrator, a spent condom, and a black ebony magazine. And I'm like, well, that's weird. I look at my phone, 9:30.
What?
Just slept through the whole kit
Oh,
and
my
caboodle.
God. Did you try to wake?
She just forgot.
Oh, my
And
God.
I guess it was because I didn't really press her. I wasn't like, you got to get me up, you fat whore. You got to
Right.
She was just like, oh, yeah, I'll get you up. All right. And then she just was zombied out in the morning, from all the black dick that she just got out of there.
Then did you have a phone alarm, or was she your only alarm?
She was it. She was my
Oh.
mental alarm.
I guess I hit the snooze.
So I was like, not only is the flight gone, the flight's been gone for an hour and change, baby.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, and we don't miss flights often. The one time I missed a flight, you happen to be there, which still
Yep.
kills me.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
I fucked up. So I'm like, and you have that moment where you just go, fuck it, I'm not going. You want to just throw your whole tampon in the air and go, I'm out, I'm gay, I'm quitting comedy, I'm joining the convent, and I'm going to become a Muslim nun.
I hear you.
So you just go, all right, you kind of got to get yourself together, fuck it, you piece of shit. Be a grown up, get on it. So I just get on the webs, the phone. I text my manager, I text my agent, I text everybody, and I'm going, I missed my flight, I don't know what to do. I'm a child, I hate myself, I went to bed as a kid, my parents don't like me, and they don't write back. So I go, all right, let me look at the flights,
Phone.
kayak.
What's nice is you got the 3-hour advantage.
That's true.
The nice thing about Seattle, you can leave at 4 and still get there in time for the show.
You think?
Well, I'd be pushing it,
You'd
but
be
I'm saying
pushing it.
it'd be 1 o'clock their time, 6. You got it there at 7.
You have a point. That's true.
It's something.
So I find a flight at 4, and it gets in at 7, but you still got to drive a good 45 to get to TAC.
Yeah, it's a haul.
The Aroma in Tacoma. So I go, all right, I guess I got to do it. So now I'm texting the club, the one guy I have at the club, and he didn't write back because he's still asleep. It's 6 a.m. over there.
Right.
So finally, I'm just scanning through, and I just go, what's this? 1 seat left, 11:30,
Okay.
$400.
Oh.
No, that's pretty good for day of.
Oh, I thought that was like the change fee.
No, I just sucked it up and bought this new one.
I see. So did you get the money back for the old one?
No, I lost it.
400's tough.
Yeah, so
that's
plus
a hit.
the other one was 400 too, or 300. So that's a $700 flight right there,
That's
Fetty.
700 to 800. Yeah, that's tough.
So that's a hit, but I'll take it because I fucked up, and it's on me, whatever. So I just jump in the Uber. I go right to the airport, get on it, land. Now all the texts are coming in, all the emails. Oh shit, we're up now. We're gonna fix it, whatever. Blah. So they pick me up, get to Tacoma, have a great time. Now let me tell you about Tacoma.
Please.
If you don't know, for the folks at home, no one's going to Tacoma. It's not a destination.
Yeah, I've spent quite a bit of time there. It's not great.
It's not a ton to do. It's a what would you even call it? Like a factory town, a port city?
It's a port city. It's
There
not
you go.
important, though.
That's true.
It's got a weird smell. They have a dome there.
Yeah, Tacoma Dome.
There's a couple things. There's a little bit of stank on it. Some
Yeah.
actual stank.
Some stank that's like a paper factory. It makes it smell like old puss or
There's
something.
one nice park, and I think they have a ballpark now, like a minor league team.
Ah.
And so there's a little bit, but yeah, it's not great.
All right, so
Club's great.
club's great people, good eggs. So I go, I'm going to do it up in Tacoma. And you know how some days you're like, I want an adventure. I'm going to go to every museum. I'm going to go to every park. I'm going to go to every restaurant. I'm going to go to every bar and really soak it in.
Sure.
So I'm asking around, what do I do? Everybody goes, car museum. So I go, all right, I've seen the car museum, but I go back.
I've been to that museum.
Pretty good museum. If you like cars, there's a ton of mopeds in there. It was exciting. So then I go, well, let me just walk around for a while. I get on the light rail. That's the key.
The light
You
rail.
got to get on that light rail because that's when you're really seeing stuff. Then you're
Uh-huh.
talking to locals, you're intermingling, the whole thing, interracial. So then I get off the light rail just at a random place, and I see this old barn. I go, let me go into the barn. I go in the barn. It's a tea room.
Oh,
Have
I've
you
been
heard
to
of
a tea
this?
room there, but not in a barn. Is
It
it
was like-
downtown?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I went there.
Yeah, it was insane.
There's like a bar. I think
Uh,
it's different because this wasn't a barn.
it looks like a barn. It's like an old train station kind of thing.
This is different. I went to a
Okay.
different place.
So I get out. I'm like, well, let's see what the hell's a tea room? Because it's all factories and just warehouses and shit. So I was
Uh-huh.
like, what's this? So I go in. There's a guy in a tux playing the piano with a dog in a basket sitting next to him. It's all these old ladies serving tea and pie, and all these old ladies gabbing and gooping. They got boas on and like a flowery hat.
No kidding. The purple hat people?
Yes, like Barbara Bushes all day long, and they're all just sipping tea and going, "Oh, my nephew, he can take it up the ass like a champ," or whatever the hell they're saying.
Sounds like a Doubtfire.
Yes, it was a Doubtfire. Euphogenia here. We'll run by fruiting. So I just go, fuck it, I'm having a piece of pie. I sit down and have a piece of pie.
Get some pie.
I yuck it up with the old cunts and these bag of bones. We're having a great time. Like, what is this place? They're like, oh, he's an idiot. And so I leave there, get back on the light rail. I see an Elks building.
Elks building.
It's called Mcmenamins.
Mcmenamins?
Yes, 3 floors. It's an old Elks building. Like
Okay.
back when an elk was an elk. You know, they wore the hats. They were like Shriners.
I see. I'm picturing elks.
No, that's what they call themselves.
I got you. Like the Stand By Me.
What's that now?
The Elks with the pie eating contest.
Oh, yes.
That's like an Elks thing.
That's what it was.
And I was in an Elks lodge. We might have been Elks at the same time.
Yeah, but this is like a building.
I got
It's like
you.
a brick building. It's old as shit. It's got a cool stairwell. So I go in, I go, what's this all about? And they're like, some guy just bought it 4 years ago. He's an eccentric millionaire. It's 5 floors. First floor,
Wow.
tiki bar. Super cool. This is guys in there drinking out of big Easter Island heads with a straw, with a umbrella in it.
Yeah.
And then I go to the second floor. Spanish bar. There's a guy going maracas, the whole thing.
Wow.
Paella.
What time of day is this?
This is like 2 p.m.
What?
Yeah, then I go up to the next floor. That's a sports bar with pool tables and sports and pinball. Then I go up to the next floor, and it's this beautiful Middle Eastern restaurant with a guy playing a sitar. And just cool chandeliers. And I was like, what is this place? I go to the front. It's a hotel.
Wow.
The back half is all bars. The front half's all hotels.
It's like a Grand Budapest.
It was
but
like
in Tacoma.
That's exactly what it was.
You got to give it to Tacoma. They're trying.
They are trying.
They're really trying.
Here. So then I leave. I have a nice cocktail. I leave there. And then one guy goes, you got to go to Defiance Park. Go to Owen Beach. I go, what the hell's Owen Beach? Get an Uber. 15-minute ride. It's the second biggest inner city park after Central.
Is that right?
That's right.
Wow.
That's what this kooky Uber driver told me. It could have been just a wacky Asian guy, but he sounded like he knew his shit.
Bigger than Griffith Park?
That's what he said.
Wow.
If Alexa was not fucking hitting the sauce all day, maybe we could get something out of her, but she's dead. All right, so I go to Griffith Park, go to Owen Beach, and, you can see Mount Rainier in the distance. It's a perfect blue sky, the clear water. It's a bunch of just Washington State twats out there, a lot of like Patagonia and ski hats and big old weird hiking boots and dogs that throwing a stick at it. Good times, just a bunch of granola eating fags, and just a great time. I went back, good shows. So here's the clinker.
Clink me up.
You've been to this club.
Yes.
Everybody always says, hey, you go out to Tacoma, you go out to Spokane, bring merch.
Yes.
They always say that. We're not merch guys.
No, we're not.
No, we're not merchants. So I get there,
Marine.
and I call my merch guy. I got 3 boxes in there full of shirts. I totally blew it.
All right.
I'm like Kramer with the beefarino. I bought too much. So I go there and I show up at the club. There's 3 boxes of merch. It's like 110 shirts in each. So I got 330 shirts.
What?
Because I overdid it. I was like, well, Tacoma, I don't want to bring too few. You want to get all the money you can. So I spent like $8 million on shipping.
Right.
Because I got to, overnight that shit. So I was like, all right, well, I got to push these shirts. I mean, this is bad news. I overdid it. So then my feature, Zoltan, who
I work with
you,
Zoltan, yeah.
Zoltan Cassis.
Yeah, he's very funny.
Super funny.
Yeah, he's a
handsome
good
guy.
He's stronger than I would like.
Yes.
I'm like, all right, take it off a little bit.
Murdering. He's got a great head of hair. He's sexy. He's Hungarian.
Very handsome.
Yeah, so he's killing, but he's selling shirts. So
Ah.
now, not only do I don't know how to sell. I ain't no merchant, but he's cleaning up. He's got the credit card thingamajoo and all that.
This is the same thing that happened to me.
What happened?
I had him, and then, he was great. And then there was another guy at the other place that sold. I had like a download card that I don't even know how to explain to people. I don't know how it works. And he had T-shirts with like an owl on it, and like there was a line out the door, and
Right.
everyone just bought his. And they were like, "What are you selling?" I'm like, "That's my act. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, exactly. So
It's tough.
I look like an idiot, so I got a T-shirt table. A couple people, I sold like 8 shirts, and everybody else just wants a photo.
Right.
So you're like, damn, I should just start selling photos at this point. So
that's a
he's
tough
cleaning
move.
up. Yeah.
You're like Roger Clemens or something.
Oh yeah. So he's cleaning up on the shirts, and now I've got a table of shirts stacked up to who knows where, up to Allah, and they're not selling at all. And but so I had to pack them all up.
Oh,
It was embarrassing. I gave the guy Brian. He's like the bouncer. He was helping me.
yeah.
Gave him a 20 or 2, and
Helping
I said,
you what?
yeah, he took some photos, I guess. So I gave him some money. I said, thanks for the help. Thanks for trying. And I had to bring them all the shirts back to the hotel and have the hotel ship them here. So they're on their way here.
Oh my God.
I know. I suck.
Well, it'll be better next time, I think.
I took a big bath on the old T-shirts.
Oh, that's tough. Well, I was in Burlington. I told you I found an old box of CDs. So I've been bringing CDs on the road.
Yeah.
And I did one night, because a lot of times I call an audible because I hate selling. I just can't do it.
Hate it.
So if the show is like anything but great, I'll be like, fuck it, I'm not selling.
I'm the same way.
One night I did one good show. Like, they were all good, but like I had one show that I was like, that's sellable. And I plugged them and just stood there. I'm like an asshole though. Sarah's like, do you want to fan them out? I'm like, nah, I'll just hold them. I feel like an idiot. So I'm
you
holding
hold
them like a foot, like I'm palming them.
That's
and then
weird.
I tuck them in and not one sold. It feels so embarrassing. But I think people have done this before. You want to just pay someone or two people to get in line and buy one. Because once people see you buying one, someone buying it, they get in line.
That's true.
It's like a homeless person. You always need to have some change in there.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I never thought about that.
Yeah, like it helps to have a couple. If people see someone in line, you're like, let's get in line.
Right.
So that's tough. We're not merch guys, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, here's the clinker is I'm going to just put these Jews on my website, and you can get them at your own leash. Because it's not working out with the face-to-face.
Yeah, face-to-face is tough. Face-to-face anything sucks.
That's true, especially
Jesus. We
what?
We gotta read an ad.
Oh, God!
Oh, Christ almighty. Hey, folks. This week's episode, make sure you support these folks, could you please?
And tell them we sent you.
For the love of God. This week's episode is brought to you by Roman, and I love Roman. I've been using Roman quite a bit. I say. Talking about erectile dysfunction isn't easy. Usually we just brush it.
All right, hold on, clean it up, folks.
All right, that was bad. Shelby's gonna hate us.
Shelby.
This week's episode is brought to you by Roman. Folks,
yes.
Talking...
All right, come on now.
That's not helping.
All right, sorry, I'm trying to be supportive.
No, I know what you're trying to do. It's no good.
All right, hit it.
Hey, folks, this week's episode is brought to you by Roman. Talking about erectile dysfunction isn't easy. Usually we just brush it off or blame ourselves, saying things like, I lost my mojo, or we avoid it altogether with excuses like, hey, I had a long day at work, or, sorry, honey, I'm just not feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
But with Roman, it is easy to talk about it with a real doctor who can prescribe you real medication. It's simple, safe, and totally discreet.
Yes, I love Roman. We all know I've had problems in the past. Some of you listening have even experienced it. ED. It's all about comfort, and you got to be comfortable. Now, get the free online evaluation and ongoing care for ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your own home. The doctor will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, Roman will ship it right to your house with free 2-day shipping.
Nice. That's very good.
Very good. You get that stuff right away. The whole process is straightforward, simple, discreet. This is pretty great. You got to get on this, folks.
Do it.
So getting started is simple. Just go to roman.com/Tuesdays and complete the online visit. Erectile dysfunction used to be tough to tackle, but now with Roman, it's very easy. Just go to roman.com/Tuesdays to get a free visit online and free 2-day shipping. That's getroman.com/Tuesdays for a free visit and get started today. roman.com/Tuesdays.
Do it up.
Yes,
Woo.
Get that boner back.
We did it. I really dig Roman. They are good things.
You know what's interesting? When I got that second flight that I had to buy,
Yeah.
I show up at the airport, and we're all waiting in line. You know, it just gets all bottlenecky with the first class, now medallion, now Delta Comfort, now this, now that, you know, and then you start, everybody's like foaming at the mouth trying to get on that fucking line. And this beautiful blonde woman walked up way late, and she was like, oh, what's happening? Are we boarding? You know, we've been boarding for 10 minutes, and everybody's fighting at each other. And she goes, what's going on? And everybody went, oh, go on in. I was like, man, must be nice.
Yes.
That is truly the ultimate privilege to be a hot lady.
Yep. BBW.
Yeah, big black woman.
Beautiful blonde. Oh, is that what BBW is?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's fun. Because you said beautiful blonde woman, and I thought BBW.
Oh, yeah.
That could be an awkward transaction.
Oh, you call the prostitute company, hey, send over a BB dub.
Yeah.
And then Precious shows up.
Yeah, I'll be doing that Lovitz face.
That was in Risky Business. Remember that? Where he called the prostitute and that big afro lady showed up and she was like, here, call her. This is what every white boy in the suburb wants. Good times.
That would be inappropriate now, probably.
Probably.
Or maybe that's like that would be good now. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know.
Comedian.
I don't know Larry from Jake, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. I prefer Curly.
Can I tell you about this
Please.
episode here? I'll try to make it quick because I feel like I went too long with the Milwaukee business. But so last Wednesday night, scored some sweet tickets, care of Louis C.K. I know he's not so popular, but he did the Garden 8 times, so he's got the hookup at the Garden.
Oh, cool.
So
That's lunch.
Yeah, super lunch. So he's like, Bob Seger is playing at the Madison Square Garden, final tour. He's 74 years old. It's his last tour, Madison Square Garden. He's like, they're giving him the VIP treatment. Do you want to come along?
Wow.
I said, hell yeah, let's do it.
That's
we meet
big.
up. We had a nice day. We watched some movies. Sarah came by. We hung out. We take a nice cab up there. And now, when you're VIP, that you know the schedule of the show. Because like when you buy tickets on your own, you're like, he'll probably come out at 8. Maybe he'll come out at 8:30. We'll get there at 7:30 because we don't want to miss anything. And his assistant's like, the opener plays from 7:30 to 8. He comes on from 8:30 to 10:30. So we go, great, we'll get there at 8:30.
Perfect.
And there's no like, scan your ticket, shuffle through here, boobily boo. We walk up, they go, hello, Mr. CK, welcome back. Yeah, so we still got the juice over at the Garden. You sell the place out 8 times.
Sure. Wait, you don't want to see the opener?
Nah, I'm not interested in the opener.
You could blow you away. Could meet a new guy.
Well, he's calling the shots here. It's his gig.
All right.
So,
all right.
But don't get me wrong. I love an opener. I mean, everyone that ever opened for Pearl Jam, I became a huge fan of.
There you go.
Tenacious D, Ben Harper and the Innocent Criminals.
Meat.
Who's the other band that's real good that I love? I can never remember the name. I'm a huge fan.
Chili Pepper.
Oh, they play.
U2.
Oh, what the
Police.
fuck's the name of that band? I really, really love
The
them.
Heartbreakers.
Hold on. Well, I can't look it up. I'll come up
Give
with it
me
afterwards.
hum a few bars.
Well, they got a
Matchbox
lot
20.
of. They're kind of like they're rock and roll, but they kind of like a jam band. Jim James is the lead singer.
Jimmy James.
What the fuck's the name of the
Old
band?
Jimmy Jangles.
My Morning Jacket.
Ah!
Oh God.
I wouldn't have ever said that.
It's
one.
amazing. It never. I think we've talked about this before. Band of Horses is another one. I think we've talked about this before. In the old days, I would buy an album and just read every
Yeah, of
note
course,
and the
of course.
photos, and I knew who produced it and the lyrics
Yes.
and everything.
You looked at the art, the jacket cover, the whole thing.
The My Morning Jacket cover, and now you just download. You just go to Apple Music. You just stream the shit.
Yeah.
And so I'm older, and the name of the band doesn't stick in my asshole anymore. Every
You got
time, I'm
that
so
right.
embarrassed. I'm like, oh, this band I love. It's something with the
What is
something.
It feels kind of like rock is dead. Like I should know this band. What is their hit? You got the Chainsmokers. You got the Bright Eyes. You got Death Cab for Queef. I don't know who's cunting around now.
They don't have a lot of hits, and I don't know how hits work. I don't listen to FM radio anymore.
Yeah,
a hit in the old
radio.
days was the radio, and I don't
guess.
know who's listening to the radio anymore.
MTV is something.
I don't know. I know White Reaper there tonight, Bowery Ballroom. But
Call in.
anywho,
You know, Morning Jack, a morning after pill.
yeah, they're a great band. They've been around forever. I mean, they're a
Yeah.
tremendous band. I've seen them live, like a bunch. Anyways, so we're going to see Seger, and we get there at like 8:25. It's beautiful. We walk right in. Welcome, Mr. CK. Come on in. They take us to the VIP section, right up to the seats, and there's like no one in the 2 rows in front of us. We're like front row, side stage. Very exciting. We meet another comic there who's I'll leave him nameless just in case. He's very private.
All right, Jerry Seinfeld.
So we see there's another comic there. He's with his bro. We go, hey, all right. He's had a few beers. We have a good laugh. The band comes out, and the band was kicking. They really rocked.
Yeah.
And so many hits in a row. I'm a huge fan. I mean, like, it's amazing how many. It's one of those bands that's been around for so long that, like,
Sure.
every tune you're like, oh, yes, all right. Like, there's hits that he didn't play.
Wow.
That's a weird moment in your career where you're like, there's just big smash hits that, like, weren't even touched.
Running on empty?
Nah, it's Jackson Browne.
Damn.
But great show. And then what's weird, I got emotional at the end.
Like a rock?
That's him.
All right.
Terrific. There's a great line in that song where he says, I still believed in my dreams. And it sounds like one of those, like, yeah, but you think about it, it's actually quite depressing.
Uh-huh.
He's talking about being a kid. He's like, I still believed in my dreams.
Ooh.
And you're like, oh, it's so sad.
Yikes. Wet
But
dream.
anyways, the end of the show, he's saying goodnight. He's like, goodbye, New York. Goodbye. And I got emotional because I'm like, oh, this guy's literally saying goodbye to New York City. He's 74. He's
how
not
about
coming back.
that?
It's the end of the tour. It's the end of the road. And you get to old enough, he's going to be dead soon. He's on borrowed time, this son of a bitch.
That's true.
But he played a great in memoriam, all these old rock stars that have died. And like he's got like his arms around Tom Petty from like 1978.
Wow.
It was an emotional show. Great show. Killer show. Then, now as you may remember, I'm on a new diet trying to beat the reflux. So I'm
Yes.
cutting out all the carbs.
Silent Rieger.
And I'm eating kind of a keto-ish diet to help with the reflux, which if anyone's done this, give me some words of encouragement because I get so depressed.
Help the man. Show some support.
So I'm cutting out all the breads. Now, I didn't realize a big side effect of that is constipation because I cut out all the oatmeal, all the whole wheat bagels, all the fruit. So it's Game 7 of the World Series. I got to run home. I run home to watch the end of the game, the last 2 innings. I'm like, I got to shit. I get on the toilet. This is going to be graphic.
Please.
And I've never had anything like this. I'm trying to shit, and I'm like, "Ah!
Wow.
Ah!" I can't get anything out. And I was like sweating. I ended up taking my shirt and pants off. I got no pants, no shirt. I'm buck naked on the thing. I got the TV volume at like 80 trying to hear the game.
So wait a minute. Wait. You have the feeling of I need to shit, but nothing's coming out.
I got to shit, and not like a horrible I have to shit, but I got to shit. And I'm like, I sit down to shit. Now, nobody told me about this keto constipation bullshit.
No.
I thought you just whatever. So I'm like, "Ugh," and I'm trying to get the shit out. And by the way, I haven't shit since. So I'm like, I get like a pebble out and another pebble, but I feel that like gurgling in there. I'm like, oh, I'm dying. I'm in trouble.
Hate a gurg.
I'm like, I think I got enough out. I go down, I sit down, I watch like 2 pitches. It's back. I have to run back in there. I'm like, "Wah! Bah!" I was like kicking shit. It was horrible.
What?
Then I kind of busted open. I get one little log out, followed by a second little log, a third little
A
log.
semicolon.
I got a nice.
You got an ellipsis.
It's all yes, exactly. It was an ellipsis into a semicolon. And then I'm like, all right, I got something out at least. I'm like, that was crazy.
Weird.
I'm texting Sarah and like 3 doctors. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm sitting on my couch watching the game naked with the sweats. And then it hits me again. It's like,
What did you eat?
well, a ton because I haven't shit in a couple of days, but a lot of green. Just a ton of greens and meat, lean meat and eggs. I had like 8 eggs that day, which I think might be bad.
Oh, that'll do it.
Eggs, cheese,
eczema.
all kinds of spinach, lettuce, I don't know, some gum. So I go back in there. Now this time I'm like, oh God, this isn't good. And all of a sudden, those logs had been blocking everything. And it just goes boosh. My asshole opens the size of a fucking, like a floodgate of shit. Like,
Come on.
Like sludge.
Oh.
Green sludge, like a mud pile.
Oh,
Never
I've been
seen
there.
this consistency in my life. It wasn't diarrhea and it wasn't a log. It was like
Soft serve.
thick sludge. Much.
Like a stew.
It was up. It was like close to my balls.
I've had that where it's a mound
It
almost.
was a mound of
Yes,
sludge.
with almonds.
So I look at that and I'm like, whoo. I flushed that down and now the whole house is stinking like fucking eggs and cheese and shit. So then I go back, watch the pitch or 2. Then I come back. I go back and now it's diarrhea. It's just green water. Just diarrhea. I finally finish it up. I put some clothes back on. I cool down. I'm like, this diet's for the birds.
Yeah.
Sarah comes home 90 minutes later, an hour and a half later. She walks in. She goes, what the fuck? And I go, oh, is it bad? She's like, what is this? I want a divorce. She filed papers. We're getting divorced on Wednesday.
Oh, man.
She's like, that's crazy. We got to light 10 candles and burn the house down, collect the
Jeez,
insurance.
That's quite a turd.
I mean, it was wild. And I was like, I think something happened. Like something kicked loose. And when I think I might have shit out all the bread from like the past 20 years.
Come on, you did a colonic.
I think it was something like that. And then the next morning, I woke up, I was still feeling queasy. I shit, there's blood.
No.
Yeah, I miscarried because there was green diarrhea and a little bit of blood. So now I'm freaking out because the reflux is feeling better. I got shit coming on my ass. I called Dr. Steve. He's like, you blew a gasket, my friend.
What?
He's like, it might be a hemorrhoid or something. I don't know what happened.
Hemorrhoid, that ain't it.
Well, I thought it was a hemorrhoid because that's what blood in the toilet usually is, but I don't feel anything. I stuck my hand all the way up there.
Yeah.
I don't feel anything. I felt my colon and my, semi-hard dick, but...
Sure. Semi-charm kind of life.
But so I was like, now I'm freaking out for the whole day. I didn't shit again until the next day, and I was so paranoid I was just going to shit blood everywhere.
Oh, my God.
He's like, if it happens again, you got to go to the doctor. He's like, I wouldn't worry about it, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I'm freaking out.
You need a pad with wings.
I shit the next day, green cone, back to kind of a regular, not much, a floaty green cone,
Oof.
but no blood. So I'm relieved that there's no blood. That was a Friday shit, and I haven't shit since. And he's like, you should take some Miralax, because that's the thing with the low carb is you have some trouble shitting on the keto. Sarah never shits. She's shitting like on Christmas and Easter. That's it.
Right, light shitter.
Jesus has to be involved for her to shit.
I see. Religious shitting.
So I took some Miralax last night. I'm still waiting for it to happen. Nothing's happened.
Jesus.
Because I'm eating nothing but lean meats and greens, but no oatmeal, no whole wheat shit.
You know what you need to push that out of you is a little caffeine.
Well, I'm drinking green tea, but it's low caffeine. We'll see. I'm not going to panic because it's not abnormal to shit 3 times a week.
Right.
But I'm used to shitting a huge lot. I told you, I talk about it.
You're a shit guy.
I've had crazy reflux, but I always have a big double tapered baby leg every day.
Sure.
So I got a new thing, but I don't feel sick. I don't feel like I have to shit. But hopefully it'll be a smoothie next time. But I don't know what went on. But it was a wild scene.
Wow. It's like Dumb and Dumber.
I forgot this one thing earlier. This is hilarious. It's a quickie. I went to rent a car in Milwaukee, and they tell you to take a look around. But they don't have an agent there. Sometimes there's an agent with you. Sometimes it's just you. They're like, look around before you drive off. So it's just me. I walk up to my car, and the license plate is bent. The last third of the license plate bent forward.
Uh-huh.
So I just use my foot to push it back, to push up against the car,
Yeah.
to fix it. And then I look up. Somebody's behind the wheel.
Oh!
I'm at the wrong car. My car is one car down. It's an old couple, like in their 50s probably.
All
They
right.
just sat down in the car to be like, all right, here we go, Terrence. And they look up, and I'm just kicking the car. And I was like, oh,
Wow.
shit, sorry. I thought that was wrong car.
Did
That's
they give you
it.
a toot?
They just kind of were like, what? They looked horrified. They're like, what the fuck is
Wow.
it? They must have thought maybe I worked there or I was a psycho, going to rob them.
Yeah.
I thought about being like, get out of the car, you fuck. Because I was just moving their car with my foot. That's just a nice little quickie. But
Wow.
But anyways, I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to beat this reflux. I don't know what to do.
You can do it,
but
Fatty.
Dr. Steve said to go lean meats and greens and cut out the carbs.
Yes.
I read 2 other articles. I'm reading some book. So if you've had experience with this, I'm trying, for God's sake.
Yeah.
I gotta beat this because it's tearing my fucking marriage and asshole apart.
Right. You're shitting blood and miscarrying.
So I'm trying. But anyways, that's it for me.
Whew.
You got something else you want to add here?
Well,
Or should we just start rapping?
Geez, I just want to. Yeah, I guess we'll start rapping. So
All right.
a hippity hop. All right. I was. I couldn't even think of a rap. My name is Mark, and I'm here to say
That
this
was-
asshole's bleeding, and I'm fully gay. What?
That was huge in the late 80s, early 90s.
Huge.
Yo, my name is Doo-Doo. Ba-dee-ba-dee.
I know it's so basic back then. They had no. They didn't know where to go with it. You know, now it's like I killed my aunt, I fucked a bitch, I slapped a hoe. But back
Right.
then it was pretty. It was almost nursery rhymey.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, rap was fun.
Well, I want to just reiterate Sunday and Monday. This is a big, next week's big. Sunday's the
Oh,
apartment
yeah.
show, PS 109, Sam Morrill, maybe Mark,
Maybe.
Adrian.
Waiting on a Sunday pending.
So big, crazy, fun show. It's such a cool place. It's an old apartment building. The building's kooky and old. It's from 1888. It's like haunted. We're in the basement. It feels like a comedy club. It's super cool.
Super cool spot. And you can bring BYOB, is it?
No, we got beer. They're gonna buy the beers,
you
but
can
it's
sell
$10.
beer.
It's $10, and you get a free beer if you buy in advance. By the way,
Hey.
so the show really is like $5 if you think about it.
Best deal in town.
So come to that, and then Monday, live ep,
Yes!
Village Underground, where we got some great guests: Tom Takar, Sean Donnelly, who was a guest in the first episode ever.
Wow, look at that full circle, turning the tables.
And that's going to be fun. So make sure you get your tickets to that. Come to both. That's going to be fun. And I got some crazy month here. I got
Oh, yeah?
Albany Funny Bone this weekend.
There you go.
The more the merrier, because that's a tough spot up
Big
there.
room, big room.
Des Moines Funny Bone, same deal. I don't imagine there's a lot of gays, but I imagine there's some.
No, there's gays in the DM.
All right, beautiful. Well, I got a Des Moines shirt that a guy gave me. I always forget everyone's names, but I wear that shirt all the time. It says,
Ah.
hell yeah, Des Moines, hell yeah. I love it. And then DC Draft House, everyone know we talked about it before. That's my favorite weekend of all the clubs.
Really?
Yeah, well, all told.
Oh, the
No
flight.
plane, fucking no drinking at the club, really.
Yeah,
There's no
good
drunks.
city, good room. It fills up easy. Sean Joyce is a cute kid.
Love Sean, one of the best cities. I love that city so much. Congrats on the championship. November 22nd, 23rd, I'll be there. And then November 29th and 30th, Laugh Boston, that's a big one. It's my hometown. I want to sell some tickets. I know it's Thanksgiving weekend. Everyone's home, I hope.
Yes.
And then Sunday, December 1st, Portland, Maine. I haven't worked Portland
Wow.
in about fucking 10 years. Empire Comedy Club. That's a Sunday night. Fuck work the next day. Come to that show. And then the weekend after that is Hilarities in Cleveland, December 5th through the 7th.
Love the Cleve.
And then Lafayette and Houston, December 20th and 21st. So I'm pumped about all these shows. It'd be great to see you. Spread the word. Buy some tickets, for God's sakes. And join the Patreon.
Don't forget a little Santa Ana action out there,
Oh,
folks.
yeah.
We got a hell of a casino around Albuquerque.
The Tuesgays Festival, I'm calling it. Fly in. Book your hotel. I heard that venue's insane.
I heard it's well, and I can't wait.
Nikki was saying the hotel is amazing. The room's amazing. So come out. Get yourself a room. We'll gamble. We'll play roulette. We're doing a live pod, and we're co-headlining. That's going to be insane.
I had a couple people message me, what day is the pod? What day is the act? What day is the stand? Are we doing everything the same day, or how's that going to work?
I have no idea.
Zero idea, but we got to figure that out, because some people are like, I don't want to miss the act, but I also want to see the stand, the pod, you know.
Yeah, you end up kind of biting into your own audience. We're making people buy 2 tickets.
Oh, yeah.
That's tough. Well,
Yeah, well,
wasn't
what do you-
our idea. Sorry.
What do you like more, the jokes or the riffing?
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
tough.
Maybe we should do both each night. Do half hour each.
I'm fine with that. The less work, the better. Well, I guess it's more work.
Well, I'm saying
but also
half hour of our act each,
Right.
and then we do a pod, and then
That's
the next
not
night
bad.
do this. I don't know.
I guess we should contact somebody about this.
Oh, yeah, you call our agents. We don't want to do it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, so I'm all over the road as well. First off, I want to say thanks to all the Tuesgays that came out who did buy shirts, and a couple Ubers, a couple Chipotles, a bunch of gifts in Austin, and see that little moped guy? A guy made me a moped
Wow.
in Minneapolis out of just some metal shit. He put it together. It's a spark plug with 2 bearings and a couple Allen wrenches.
It's like a Fusilli Jerry.
It is!
Very similar.
It's a silly moped. All right, so I'm all over the road. This weekend, roar! All you Beantown kooks, you always hit me up. When are you coming to Boston? Well, this is it. Come drive to Springfield. Rooster Teeth feathers. I'll bring 4 shirts out there, but I'm not bringing any more than that, you queefs, because I'm going to end up shipping the whole box. Roar. Oh, I'm doing a secret show in New Jersey at a hotel. We'll figure that out.
Fun.
Then I'm doing Philly Cave Comedy. It's a temple at Temple University. 2 shows sold out. It seats like 10 people in the room. So we're going to try to add a 3rd show. So get tickets. Google
Beautiful.
that. Give that a Goog. Cave Comedy, Philadelphia. Santa Ana. Blue Room, Missouri.
That's fun.
Can't wait. Springfield. Portland Helium. And then some new stuff. Punchline, San Francisco in the first weekend of Jan. Love that city. Love that club. Side Splitters in Tampa. You know about that one. La Jolla Comedy Store. And Gotham. I'm doing Gotham. The big coveted New York City headline weekend.
God, Gotham is great. That's a great weekend.
That'll be fun. That's Valentine's.
Yeah,
and,
make sure. Oh, that's a big weekend for comedy.
Is it?
I think so. People go on dates.
Ah, you got to have a date. Yeah.
Yes. Come to New York. Fly to New York.
Yeah. Come out from Jersey, Long Island, Westchester, Philly, whatever you got.
I just think about Brandy Carlisle, Pearl Jam. I'm flying I go to Nashville. I go to Montreal. I get a hotel or stay with a buddy. It's fun to travel to go see people.
Yes.
Come
travel.
see us.
Come see. All right. Then we're doing maybe Vegas.
I hope.
We're doing Moon Tower. I'm doing Atlanta.
Moon Tower. Oh, and then what's the other one? Skanks.
Skanks.
Both fests.
In Houston and Philadelphia, way down in Helium. Oh, St. Louis Helium as well. So, yeah, come on out, say hello, buy a shirt, go gay.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
YouTube loves you. We love you. We're putting out extra clips. We're putting out full things on the Patreon, which will eventually go on to the regular. So, yeah, praise Allah, kill your father, queef it up, cut yourself, and blow your aunt.
Bye.
Thank you.